Today I'm going to show you how to use a distance transformation channel to make a spots object larger. So here I have my spots objects that are created based on this green fluorescence signal, and once they're created and I'm happy with how they appear, I'll go and make a mask channel by selecting Edit, Mask, and then use the Distance Transform option. If you have multiple channels available in the channel selection, here I only have one, but for the purposes of creating a distance transformation channel, you don't need to worry about what channel is selected here. And then I'll just hit OK. My distance transformation channel will be populated here in the display adjustment window, and we can take a look at it. I like to color it with the fire preset because it shows the heat map of what's being created. And so I'm going to use this distance transformation channel that's just been created to then generate the surfaces to make a larger spots object. So I'm not going to use spots, I'm going to use surfaces. And then I want to align this to image 2, which is where my distance transformation channel is. I don't need to classify the surfaces or do object-object statistics. You can turn off the smoothing factor here if you don't want any smoothing. It's up to you. It just depends on what you want your final surface to look like. And then you absolutely have to use the absolute intensity for the thresholding because that's what we're going to be basing the surfaces that are created from. Go to the next step, and then I will turn off this bottom part of the threshold, turn on my threshold, and then select how large I want these new surfaces to be. So this all just depends on the scale you have here. So if I want it to be 5 microns out from using that distance transformation channel, I can then just select 5 microns here, and you can perform any splitting of objects that may need to occur because you can see here like these two surfaces are now going to be connected. So if you need to do any split touching objects, you can do that, and I would recommend using the morphological split. But for the purposes of this video and saving time, I'm not going to do any of that. I'll go to the next step, and I can just complete the creation of these new objects, and I'll turn off the slicer rendering and just have on the actual full volume view. And I'm going to pick a different material so we can see inside of these objects. And then I'm going to turn on my original spots objects that this was generated from with that distance transformation channel. And you can see that I created surfaces that are 5 microns bigger than the spots objects that were originally used to create that distance transformation channel. And then I can use the surfaces to generate the different statistics I'm interested in, just the same way that you would for any type of surface. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.